All right, looking good, fellas. We ain't on the cell phones. We ready to go, stuff like that. Welcome. A good light. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Trenches, episode 18, and the playoff special that we're doing right now. I'm your host, of course, Big Mike on the BigMike and LittleAnt channel. Got a great episode for you today, which could be our last for a while, but we'll see. For football is concerned, anyway. Anyway, let me introduce my panel. Of course, we got Jordan to your top.
Here.
Jeff,
You.
and Ravi, of course.
Yo.
And yes, that don't change your YouTube. That is Ravi, and he is in a standard location in his new place and stuff like that. So shouts out to him.
Finally.
You know, props to him. We might do a show on location at Ravi House one day. Who knows? Stuff like that. But anyway, let's get right into the topics. And the Eagles hired but the Eagles hired a new coach and stuff like that. And Nick Sirianni and stuff like that. And that was the news since we last left off. They hired him. They hired the OC from the Chargers. So what are your thoughts on their hiring? And was that the good move? Go ahead, Jeff. I see you looking over there.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Nobody does.
I still don't know. But I think the offensive coordinator move from the Chargers is a good move. Like I said, Justin Herbert had a crazy season. And if that was the guy calling the plays behind Herbert having a good season and getting them players in place, I think that'll be good. The Eagles trying hard to keep Wentz satisfied or get something to formulate a successful, outcome, keeping him and getting rid of Doug. But everything is we gotta wait and see. I didn't think LaFleur for the Packers was a good hire, but as we see this year, it worked out. So it's kind of premature right now. I don't want to shoot my load too early and say and predict something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just let it play out. But the league is changing. We're starting to see a lot more people who were like younger. We're seeing a lot more younger coaches, people who never had coaching experience get opportunities. So that's gonna be something good to look forward to. My next thing is who the hell they're gonna hire as a defensive coordinator, because that's gonna be equally as important as who you hire as a coach. So we'll figure it out. But if they keep Wentz, they might be all right, man. They might be all right. I'm gonna give Wentz one more go, I guess. You're going to put a creative offensive mind behind them, somebody to call the plays. But that defense has really got to get better. So who they hire as defensive coordinator? Have they already hired somebody for that?
Nah.
Who they hire at that position is going to be vitally important because that defense has to get better.
I didn't think Schwartz was that bad over the last few years, personally.
Yeah, he's terrible.
All right, Jordan, what you think? It's your team. What you think, bro?
We're just gonna have to wait and see. At least shows, like I said it last week, it at least shows that they had a plan. They're trying to tailor make everything to Wentz so he could be back to the MVP season that he had. They don't really have a choice because they're married to him anyway, and they chose him over Doug. So they have no other choice but to tailor make everything to him. Because, if he's at his best, which was at his MVP level, he was the number 2 rated player in the top 100. He has the ability to be, a great player, if he can get back to that form. So that's what they're trying to do, clearly, and I hope it works. We'll find out.
Does he got to get back to the MVP level to make the team good, or can he just be progressing towards the right direction?
We've seen. When's the last time you saw a Super Bowl team either not have a dominant defense or a top 10 quarterback? We don't have a dominant defense, but if he can be that MVP level, he's a top 10 quarterback. So we have a chance. So that's what they need to do. They don't have any other shot because they're married to the guy now. So.
Go ahead, Robbie. I'll let you talk. I'll go last. What do you think about the coach hire and everything like
that? I don't know anything about him. I don't think anybody really does. The Colts were good this year, so I'm not too nervous, I guess. And it seems like Lurie always hires good coaches. Like even Chip Kelly was a good hire. Just it went wrong when he wanted to be GM. Let's see how it plays out. I'm out on Wentz, so I don't think he can be a top 10 quarterback ever again.
Ever.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I agree too.
I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, the guy, we got to give him a chance. I think they went cheap because nobody knows the guy, so they had to pay him that much and whatnot. And also they wanted somebody they can control a little bit. I heard Deuce is not that guy. Like he gonna want more input, which is probably why he didn't get the job. I feel like they kind of slighted Deuce. I feel like it was messed up. But I do think the guy, he worked good with Rivers, and Rivers had looked like he was washed already before this year, and he actually had a pretty decent year out there. So we can see what that do. Jeff is right about the OC from the Chargers, but he also made a lot of bad calls at like the end of games, and then they lost a lot of close games. So we got to see, what he can do about that. Well, Wentz, I hear Wentz still might want to be out. I mean, he probably don't go nowhere, but I hear he's still not happy with the whole franchise, whatever, right now. So they got to try to figure out how to make him happy overall before they can worry about anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is, star players can be unhappy, and that's fine. He's not a star player. He has no right to be unhappy. Nobody gives a shit if you're upset with the management. You suck.
His paycheck says star player.
That's facts.
Yeah, so he should show up to work and not complain.
I don't think he can get back to the top 2 player in the league. He might be top 15 and stuff like that if he buys in. But also, it's a new playbook. It's gonna be a new coach, whole new OC, and like the personnel. Like we got to remember, the Eagles' personnel outside of Wentz, it ain't that great on the offensive side of the ball. The draft pick hopefully can help them, whoever they get there. But I know Jordan think it was a playoff personnel, but I don't think it was stuff like that. So I think that that the personnel, I think their personnel ain't as good as what like the Chargers had, to be honest with you, stuff like that. So we'll see. I guess I guess it's wait and see. But I think they really went cheap, in my opinion.
The playbook might not be too far fetched if he was calling plays that Frank Wright like. You know what I'm saying? If he kind of had the same philosophy as Frank Wright, and remember Frank Wright comes from Philly, so
yeah. But is he calling the plays or the new OC calling the plays or whatever? That's the thing.
What all I'm saying is there could be some similarities in the playbook. Obviously, Frank approved of Nick's play calling.
Sirianni, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it worked in some regard, and we'll see. Wentz might be all right, man. It's worse quarterbacks out there. Trust me.
Not this year, it wasn't, but
yeah, it is. His name is Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, yes, it was.
Well, we'll see how he do. With in New England and whatnot. So see how that goes. But speaking of quarterbacks, good transition. Matt Stafford, like he's gonna be on the trading block. So we might have named some teams he can go to. Where do you think he should possibly wind up at, Jeff?
New York. The New York Jets need a quarterback, man, badly. They didn't get the number 1 pick like they aimed for by tanking. The Jaguars got that. They brought in a new coach. The New York Jets could be a place for Matt Stafford. It'll put him in the AFC East, which isn't really that dominant. Like there's no one team in the AFC East you're saying, yo, I can see them winning the division every single year. It's not one. So, I think the New York Jets is a good fit for Stafford. They got Robbie Anderson. They got, if they keep him. Frank Gore, I know he's got a lot of miles on his wheels, but at least he's a reliable running back that you can give some carries to. And I just think that's probably going to be. He's got to get out of the NFC. They're not going to trade him within the division. They're not going to trade him within the conference. And they're right, they should, but it's the Detroit Lions, so you never rule that out.
Robbie, what you think?
Honestly, Houston is a destination if they're going to trade Deshaun Watson. I could see him going to the Rams.
Rams?
McVay,
they just paid Jeff Gold $100 million, didn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not going to get you a Super Bowl. I think McVay is starting to see that.
They just gave him the money, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like y'all Wentz. Same thing.
Yeah, I do think Stafford is a great quarterback. He just has never had a good team around him. The Jets would be good, but they don't have any other talent around him. And I like Darnold still. Like, if they don't get Deshaun Watson, I don't think they should go for Stafford. And that's just because Stafford's so much older. Like, Deshaun Watson's he's not even in his prime yet. He's young, he's an elite quarterback. So, like, I can see him going to. I don't know. I think that's it. Like Indianapolis, maybe.
What team? Okay, hold on, let me ask Jordan. I'll come back to you, Robbie. But all right, Jordan, where do you think he might wind up going? Or no?
I mean, look at the Colts, Steelers. You look at the Washington. You look at San Fran. Those are the teams that come to mind first.
Do you think they trade them in the division? I mean, in the conference?
In the conference, yeah, I don't think they care about that.
I mean, yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, let me be fair. They're rebuilding.
Yeah, they're not
Seriously rebuilding
They
now.
haven't won shit, and they still won't win shit.
I think I like the Redskins for him, honestly, with the receiver. With Lauren, yeah, exactly, and with our boy Ron Rivera, I like them for him and stuff like that. And I think he got a lot of good football left in him. Actually, Stafford is a good quality quarterback or whatever. He just has some bad luck, I'll say, and whatnot. But
so bad luck, he ain't have Megatron. What you mean?
So one point I wanted to note is like, so him and Wentz are both on the block. If Wentz is on the block, assuming he is, I don't think teams would pick Wentz over Stafford.
Not at all.
Maybe not because of the contract.
Similar money too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, Stafford a better quarterback than me. Oh, whatever. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Not gonna debate you on that.
What team could he go to and make them a contender right away? Not the Jets, obviously, but what do you think?
The Denver Broncos.
I mean, I like Denver, but I don't think they're a contender right away. San Fran.
Okay.
I think the Broncos are. I mean, you already got the kid at the running back, Lindsey. You're gonna get Von Miller back. The defense is gonna have some more continuity.
He under criminal investigation.
Right.
Von Miller under criminal investigation?
Yeah, you ain't know that?
I mean, look, man, I'll be looking at the stocks right now. For what though? Rape?
Nah.
Abuse?
I don't know, but there was some shit that just came out not too long ago. There were some messages between him and the shorty that got leaked.
Yeah.
He was talking some shit in that joint.
As long as it ain't rape, domestic abuse, or guns, he'll get off.
Mm-hmm.
NFL don't play about those three things.
He might get off.
They also got
Denver. He might not be with Denver.
They also got Judy though in Denver, so that's actually a good receiver to get.
Exactly. And
they got a nice set of three receivers there.
That's what I said with Lindsey at running the ball.
They won't win the division though. They won't get close. They won't even get to
you're right. They'd be third in the division. You're right.
Hey, who do you think, Ravi? Can you make a contender right away?
Indianapolis. They're already a contender. They don't have a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, I'm agree with Ravi. And for him, it's only like a not too far of a trip to Detroit to Indy.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be the way for him to go. But somebody gonna get him. And I can even see Carolina, not a contender, but being much better than they were. I don't think they sold on Teddy Bridgewater. Nobody is, or whatever like that.
Honestly, shit. With all that said, if Breeze retired, he could end up in New Orleans. You really want to, you want to get.
They can get the same play for cheap with Winston. Winston has the ability to do the same shit. They can just get it for cheaper with Winston. They're gonna have to pay Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's got.
I agree. Jameis and Matt. Yeah, I agree. Jameis and Matt. It's not that big of a difference and whatnot. So I think we got to give Jameis, one more year with New Orleans or whatever. See how he's gonna do.
What are you like in year 8?
I was saying Mariota got enough chances.
Mariota?
Yeah, he got enough chances to be the starter in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, and then but after that, same with Jameis. He had enough chances to start in Tampa Bay, and he was like, "This doesn't work. Get your ass out of here."
Yeah, but
low key, man, I think Mariota could be better for y'all than Derek Carr. To be honest with you,
I said that when he came in the game last time. When they brought him in, I said, "Yo, he might be better. He gives us that run option."
Yeah.
Just sidebar breaking news. I don't know, but Sekou Smith, the guy from NBA TV, he just passed away from COVID.
He did what?
He just passed away from COVID.
Damn, I didn't know he had it.
They said I was listening to like First Take last week, and Stephen A. Smith shouted him out like, he's doing real bad, and he just passed away.
Sad. Man, that's sad, yo.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Well, prayers to him and his family. Sekou Smith, the guy from NBA TV, gave us a lot of good news. But let's move forward, man, to topic number 3, which is the NFC Championship game. We'll get to these games now. So Bucks win the game, and we know what the score was. What are your thoughts on the game and how they won the game, Jordan?
I mean, they jumped out early because of the turnovers that Green Bay had. And then we saw what happened right before the second half, where Brady hit Scotty Miller that deep ball. Terrible defense by Kevin King. He should be
He's terrible.
gone.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
He should be gone for that shit. I can't believe he didn't just open up and run with him.
Like, run with him.
He underestimated him though. I think.
Yeah.
He was backing up and everything.
No, Kevin King got cooked regularly.
Yeah, he do. He does. But I mean, everybody wants to. I know people are saying, well, Brady was terrible in the second half. He threw the picks. Rodgers didn't get it done, bro. I'm sorry. When it mattered, Rodgers didn't get it done. Whether you want to put the blame on the Packers, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, it's the Packers' fault. It's the GM." Aaron Rodgers is now 1-4 in championship games. When are we gonna blame Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. What about the game itself? Like what happened at the game, analysis wise? We'll get to Rodgers a little bit later. What do you think about the game itself?
I mean, I just think it was really due to the turnovers early, and they couldn't come back from that. Tampa Bay's defense was swarming them. I mean, for the most part, they did a decent job on Devontae Adams. He had that touchdown, but he didn't light them up. You know what I'm saying? That Green Bay doesn't have anybody else to really go to. Green Bay didn't really run the ball too effectively either. So it was on Rodgers the whole entire game. You know what I'm saying? And they were able to get pressure on him too.
Right.
Pierre, Paul, and Barrett were having their way. You know what I'm saying?
Sue.
Especially when it mattered. Like on third downs. You feel what I'm saying? Like on third downs, they was getting to him. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like it was more of those turnovers, them not having a running game, and I just feel like Rodgers just couldn't get it done against them. Like, what else? You know what I'm saying? We got to start looking at him, start putting the blame on him. Like,
all right. Well, Jeff, you picked the Packers. So what do you think went wrong for the Packers then?
That turnover before the half was terrible. That really was the momentum changer for everything. Because that put the Packers up, that put the Packers in that 18-point hole. It was 28-10 at that point. Also, Rodgers, on that last drive before they kicked the field goal, on third down, Rodgers escaped the pocket, and instead of running, he tried to throw it between two defenders to Devontae Adams. That was a 6-yard run. He couldn't get 6 yards running.
Brother,
why would he try to throw that?
I'll only say this to his defense. It may have looked different to him than how it looked to us while he's on the field.
But it's crazy because he looked to the left to throw, and he could have just looked to the right and saw the pylon and just took off.
I don't know.
It was a 6-yard play. So I credit that, and then I gotta blame LaFleur for kicking the field goal for it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You're giving Tom Brady the greatest fourth quarter quarterback, or the greatest last few minutes quarterback ever, the ball back. You might get it back. You gotta go for the touchdown. So I think that was bad.
But Jeff, you're talking about the end of the game. It was a whole another 4 quarters before that happened and stuff like that.
A whole another 4 quarters before what happened?
Before that, like there was 40 whatever minutes before that took place and whatnot.
I mean, well, we already know the Patriots, the Bucks jumped out early, and the Packers were actually in it before the turnover. Once that turnover happened, and the Packers turned and the Bucks turned around and just scored it, it was a wrap.
They had two straight.
Separated themselves.
They had 2 straight turnovers. Rodgers threw a pick, and then they got
the fumble.
And that's another thing. To Jordan's point, they didn't run it because Aaron Jones fumbled it twice. You can't give that guy the ball. That was crucial for them. But that turnover changed the entire game. Or else you go in 21-10 or maybe 17-21, and then you're looking at a different game instead of 28-10.
And Mike, real quick, Mike, the point about the field goal, I'm not even mad about him going for the field goal, because in the second half they Brady was shit. They barely moved the ball.
Yeah.
I would have trusted the defense, and they couldn't score three times right there. You feel me? So I'm like, shit.
I got my thoughts about that, but I'll say that for a little bit. Ravi, what are your thoughts on the game and stuff like that, bro?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin King is a damn fool. That dude is awful. I feel like you heard his name all game.
He was lunching, bro.
They picked on him.
Toast.
They knew they wanted.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, they did.
I don't even want to say the Bucs were better, but like especially in the second half. But that field goal was soft. And then I think the biggest play of the game was right before half when he threw that pass to Scotty Miller.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that can't happen. No, literally cannot happen.
He did I don't even know what type of time he was on. Like, I don't even know what
I
time.
don't know what he was doing.
Yo, and they knew he knew they were coming at him because they were coming his way all day.
And I was gonna say, bro, like when they closed up on Brady's eyes when they do that shit, that shit was masterful, bro. He was like, like that shit was fast as shit. Like I'm like, yo, damn, like
Yeah. No, I mean that was embarrassing. I don't think it's as much on like Rodgers was pretty sharp most of the game.
he was sharp, bro. But in the second half, they couldn't score.
But that's when he didn't go scoring though, right? But they had what 24 points? They scored 14 in the second half.
It was late though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was late. Like it was them trying to come back. I mean, they had no choice, but I'm just like, I can't just put the full blame on like the Packers defense. Like for the most part, Packers defense did all right, especially in the second half. Packers had a ton of chances to put that game away in the second half. Bucs defense stepped up, and Rodgers was just not the MVP looking like not the MVP like looking like that.
Yeah, hell of a game, man. Yeah, like what?
Me and the numbers
150 yards,
yeah.
33 and 48.
And I will say that pick, they could have called a PI on that pick. That
They
was
could have. You know, it was kind of funny because the Packers, the Bucs was getting real physical in the beginning, and they weren't calling shit. And then at the end, they called a bullshit on Kevin King. The whole, it was a hold. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they call it pass interference.
It was too blatant though, bro. He was pulling his jersey. Like
that's what I'm saying. They should call the hold, not the pass interference.
Nah. Yeah, I agree.
Nah,
yeah, call it pass interference.
It was blatant, but it was too blatant, right? It was like, it was like, come here. He was like, come here.
It was like, he did it twice.
But it's a hold.
He was
just
beat.
wasn't consistent with the rest of the
team. It's a hold though.
That's
only
my problem.
5 yards in the first down, and they still had time. The pass interference was like 17 yards.
They still got the first down. It didn't matter.
I feel like they never.
They
never call holds. I feel like they're always going to go to pass interference first.
I disagree. I feel like they've been calling holds all season. They rarely call pass interference unless it was deep balls.
Yeah,
they had to call something, bro. It was mad blatant.
They did. At that point, it was over anyway.
He was like come here.
Yeah,
it was bad.
At that point, it was over because, like I said, I felt like Rodgers should have just ran that in instead of trying to throw that shit to Devontae Adams between two defenders. And then on top of that, you throw it between two defenders. You're not throwing it to a dude that's one-on-one.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep talking about that. My thoughts are that I thought the Bucs jumped on them, like you said, really quick. I thought the Bucs run defense is actually good. That's why they couldn't run the ball, because the Bucs has a good run defense, stuff like that. And that took away kind of Jones and Williams, and they played decent on Devontae or whatever, just like they did on Mike Thomas.
They let Lazard go off.
They let Valdez Scantling go off. Or whatever.
Whoever.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Let him off. But I got to give something up. But I'll give it to him to Devontae or whatever like that. So I think they did a good job with that. I thought BA called a great first half or whatever. Second half not so much, but the first half, the drives they were doing, the Bucs, the run, the mix up with the run and the pass, they were getting just enough running yards to do the play action pass and stuff like that. So I thought he called a great first half, and that it was a call. Remember, they were about to punt the Bucs, and then Brady came back on the field. They got the 4th and 4 with the little out route to Fournette. Mm-hmm. Then they thought it was going for the field goal. That's why they got duped, because they thought it was going to go a little out route or whatever. And Scotty Miller beat him deep or whatever. And the coverage was he about to get fired, by the way. The Packers DC, but
that corner might get cut.
Definitely.
That corner might get cut, bro. Because I don't get it.
I could understand his logic in looking at Scotty Miller, thinking Scotty Miller is like a Wes Welker type player, thinking he gonna do some little in route, and then you get burnt on the scope. Like, all right, I'm out of here. And then you know what I'm saying.
But even still, let them get the yardage and keep them in front of you.
There's no way. If you read the scouting, if he read,
but it's not his fault. They was in man. That was bad coverage from the beginning and stuff like that.
If he read the scouting report, he knows that that was his. In the beginning of the season, Miller was his number 1 deep threat. How did you bro?
And he's actually deceptively fast too.
Turn and run. What are you doing? You sit there.
He's not as fast as him. They shouldn't have been in man coverage in the first place or whatever.
But Brady made that play with his eyes, bro. He stood dead in the middle of the field so he could hold King.
Go to the other side. Yep.
He could hold King, and as soon as he soon as he
Bro, he made the play with his eyes because of the coverage they were in. That's why the DC about to get fired. Or whatever.
Yo, listen, man, and the Packers ran really. They didn't run that bad. Jones was 6 for 27. That's 4.5 yards a carry.
Bro, that's 27 yards.
But they only ran with him 6 times.
Because the run defense is that good.
That's because he fumbled.
No, he fumbled twice, yo.
He fumbled twice. They can't give him the ball. And then Dillon was 3 for 7. He ran 3 runs for 17 yards, which is 5.7 yards a carry.
Well,
The only person who didn't run well was Williams.
Well, he was getting his shit popped, bro. They all was, bro.
I'm just saying they went away from the run too premature for me.
They was getting their shit. They was down. It was chins. They buckled it, bro. It was a couple.
That turnover was.
He buckled that chin strap.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying.
Was it.
And keep in mind, the Bucks had 2 backup safeties in the game. They didn't even have my man. What's his name?
Winfield.
Yeah, Winfield Jr. Yeah, he wasn't even playing and whatnot.
Yeah,
Hey, bro.
He the quarterback of the defense.
On them first couple of drives, Aaron Jones running the ball. They was smacking him, bro. It was.
I mean, that's cool. You smack him if you're getting 4 yards. You can smack him motherfucker at the 4-yard carry. I'm good.
He might have got a little dizzy. He might not have wanted that.
Well, they said he did. They did say he had a chest contusion or like a chest.
He got smacked up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's the NFC Championship, bro. Get your ass in the game.
Oh man, come on. He had that injury right after he fumbled. Let's be
That's
real.
exactly my point. He fumbled and that was it.
I think the Bucks defense came in that game a little underrated, honestly, a little bit.
Yeah,
they were underrated.
I don't know about that.
I don't think about no
I
underrated.
picked Bucks because of the D, because I thought they was going to hop all over that ass.
I didn't know Winfield was going to be out though either, but I feel what you're saying. But no, I mean the Bucks. This sounds great, man. They won 3 straight road games and whatnot, and the last 2 they were underdogs.
And resemblance to the New York Giants in 2011 and 2007 Road Warriors and the Eagles.
Yeah. I definitely didn't see that coming. But now that we talk about the Jeff with that last 4th down call, actually before we get to that, so Brady had a great first half, bad second half. So what grade would you give Tom Brady, Ravi, in the game and stuff like that?
I give him a C. A for the first half, D minus for the second half.
Okay.
They won the game, so you can't give him an F if he cost them the game. But I mean, it was awful.
He's terrible. He's been terrible.
Well, what's your grade then, Jeff, for the game?
D.
Okay.
You know I'm big on efficiency. He's 20 for 36. Almost had as many incompletions as completions. And he threw 3 picks. He was 7 for 14 in the second half passing with 3 interceptions. Like, that negates the whole first half, bro. Like,
I think Jordan gonna disagree. What you think, Jordan?
I give him a C minus. I mean, I give him a C plus, B minus. I mean, they won the game.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He made more plays than Rodgers because they won.
I don't know. He almost cost him the game too.
Listen, the one pick was a tip ball.
Yeah, it was.
And then 2 of them were just deep throws that were just bad passes by him.
Terrible. The one to Chris Godwin down the middle where the safety was already there and Chris Godwin just went up and got it. That should have been a pick.
I think he threw one bad pick. The other one was off of Mike Evans' hands.
I was gonna say the one was a real just terrible throw. The one he threw to Evans deep, and I think Amos got that one. That was just a shitty throw. That was a terrible throw.
Yeah, I gotta give him a D, man. That second half is atrocious. Atrocious. The worst second half ever.
I mean, you can say that, but I think again, I think it's one bad.
I give him a C plus, B minus, bro. Yeah.
I mean, I don't. But the stats say, like I said, I'm big on efficiency per passing percentage.
Bro, but their offense
20 and 36 is
because BA go up top all the time. He don't throw like underneath shit a lot or whatever. Like,
bro, I don't care. If you only completing damn near 50% of your passes, I'm not with it. He only had 280 yards. Like, he didn't have a 300-yard, 3-touchdown game. Like, it was terrible.
They won.
And they had 3 touchdowns. He did have 3 touchdowns. But listen, bro, all I'm saying is that you're gonna be more efficient if you throw in little 5-yard outs. They don't really do that in Tampa like that or whatever. That's all I'm saying.
Look, you can connect on more than 20. Like I said, 20 and 36 isn't impressive.
All right, man. Look,
that's almost more than half. I mean, what? That's almost
a 50% percentage.
It's 55. It's 55%.
Right? That's terrible in the league, bro.
Bro, you can complete more than half of your passes. I'm all right with that.
No, you do not. Kaz gets at least for doing 55%.
You need 70%.
Not 70, at least 62%,
65.
Bro, he
65, yeah, over 60 these days.
Over 60, come on.
Today's
At least
NFL,
65,
come on.
I'll say. Yeah.
Terrible, man. And
You
3
give me-
picks.
bro,
Terrible.
right. In a game where you threw 3 picks and you won and you threw over 55%, I'll take it. It's a double.
And 3 touchdowns. Don't forget he threw 3
It's
touchdowns.
context to this win. Let's not get carried away thinking Brady won the game in the first half. He damn near lost it in the second.
But he made the play of the game, bro. That pass to Scotty Miller was like, that was the biggest play of the game because.
And even on the next turnover, the pass to Brate was also a good one too. Whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't give him a good grade.
All right. Well, I ain't going as far as Jordan with the B-. I'll probably go with the C, even C, like Ravi.
I said C. I'll give him a C plus.
Yeah.
C. All right. C is cool.
Terrible.
Because he made some great plays in that first half, and at the end of the game, even though he had a bad second half, he got him that first down to win the game. He sealed it up for him and stuff like that. So
I give you that. The play design got him, that first down.
Yeah,
Let's not get carried away.
I'm just saying. So I'm gonna go with C for all the reasons we already spoke about. Moving on forward, man. Since we already talked about that last play call, I'm not going forward on 4th down. Who's more at fault then, Aaron Rodgers or Matt LaFleur for the loss?
They both, honestly. I think they got to share this blame. Like Jordan said, we have to really start giving Aaron some slack because of the fact, and I think we actually already have because he's not really mentioned that much when we're talking about the best QBs in the game. Like he really is kind of an afterthought at this point. But I think they blame both because, like I said, that 3rd down, 3rd and goal, Rodgers, you got to take that in, bro. You got to take that in on your legs, get that first down or get that touchdown. And then LaFleur, I understand, he wanted to get points. He felt it was a lot of time. He trusted his defense to get back on the field. They already picked Brady off 3 times in the second half, held him to 50% completions. He trusts his defense. But you have to be aggressive in this NFL. People are going forward on 4th down. They're kicking onside kicks. They're doing trick plays. Nobody's being conservative anymore like that.
Jordan, what do you think, bro? LaFleur or Rodgers?
Who would I give more blame to?
Yeah.
Rodgers is out there throwing the ball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, me personally, I'm going to give it to Rodgers because, Jeff, like you said, he could have ran it in. Now, it may look different to us than it does to him on the field. You know what I'm saying? But he could have ran that shit in. We all saw it. You know what I'm saying? So, it was what it was. But I'm not going to be like, oh, well, he should have ran it because, we all saw that. Maybe he didn't see it, whatever. But
I think 6 yards out.
I say Rodgers, bro, because like I said, there was more than enough. Listen, Brady was just. I mean, like we all said with the picks, Brady was just giving them chances when he was throwing the picks, bro, and he couldn't capitalize on those turnovers that they got. You know what I'm saying?
I think he did. He scored 16 points in the second half.
Yeah, but I'll let you go. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was saying when it mattered the most, bro, they couldn't get it done. That's why LaFleur had to go for the field goal. Because if you don't go for the field goal, you know what I'm saying? If they don't go for the field goal and they go for it, right? It was 31-23, right?
Yeah.
So now you got to get a touchdown and then an extra point, and then you got to go for 2.
You were gonna have to anyway. They went for 2 before that, and they failed.
Nah, bro, because if they got the field goal, then it's only a touchdown. You only need a touchdown to win.
You still need a touchdown regardless, though.
No matter what, you got to get the touchdown.
Right, but they didn't get it. They were at the 6-yard line. They had 3 chances.
They could have 4 though.
It should have took 4.
Yeah.
And if they don't get it,
they still need a touchdown regardless.
Now you gotta go get a touchdown regardless.
Exactly. Why not get it while you're on the 6-yard line?
Because you kicked the field goal, and then remember they had the ball. Tampa Bay had the ball with time. They just couldn't stop them. But if you stop them, then you go and get the ball, and now all you need is a touchdown.
But if you got the touchdown already,
driving down the field to get a touchdown was longer than kicking the field goal at the end.
Bro,
yeah,
they had to gotten that.
Their defense gave up a touchdown
for 2
with 18 seconds left in the half. So you think they could stop them?
They already missed on a 2-point conversion. Remember?
NFL, I'd say anytime, and I read up on this. Anytime you have to go for 2, they always say go for it both times because 1 or 2 times you will get it. They didn't get it the first time. They was gonna get it the second time.
They wasn't getting that shit.
They come from the 2-yard line. They could have ran a QB sneak.
They didn't get the first one.
That's what I'm saying. It's a 50% chance. You got to take both. You got to do the 2-point conversion both. They missed the first one. I promise you they would. I'm not gonna say I promise. They would have got the second. Trust me.
I'm putting some blame on Rodgers.
All right, Rod, what are your thoughts, man? LaFleur or Rodgers? Give him
I
more
think
money.
Jeff nailed it. He said 4th and 6.
Yeah.
Like, you kidding me?
Come on, man.
It's an NFC Championship game. Like, come on.
Come on, bro.
That's all I got to say on that. I mean,
I got
it's
you.
easy.
I'm with. I texted first in the chat. I said should have went for it on 4th down or whatever.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
did.
I'm telling you, because again, Jordan, you don't understand. The 3 don't really do shit for you. You still need a touchdown regardless or whatever. So you might as well go for the touchdown now. If you don't get it, then the Bucks got the ball at the fucking 6-yard line, right? So they backed up anyway.
Then
Then
you
they fuck around
get the
punt.
ball. Wait, then you have to get the ball, drive down the field to score, and you have to get the 2-point conversion. He was probably thinking if we get the points and we get the ball back, we don't. All we need to do is
You
score.
still got to drive down the field longer.
Bro,
to
but
get
they
the
would have
field goal.
had. But all they would have had to do was score the ball and they win. There's no guarantee you score and then get the 2-point conversion.
There's no guarantee getting the ball back, as you can see though. Or whatever.
Huh?
There's no guarantee you drive the ball down the field after you get the ball back.
If you get the ball
This
back,
is my only logic. Like,
what you did.
all right, you get the touchdown now because you can kick a 60-yard field goal. If you get the field goal now, then you got to drive 80 yards down the field to get it back possibly.
Nah, but they wasn't doing that shit. He was making him a 60-yarder.
No.
He probably had more faith in his defense that they would get the ball back because Brady was shit.
Yeah,
But it wasn't because of his defense, Brady was shit. It was because of Brady being Brady shit, honestly. Defense ain't played good all
That's
game.
a dual. You got to share that. 50% defense. Them niggas got to catch the pass. The Packers actually dropped the interception.
Well, they dropped the 2-point conversion.
That too. They dropped the
They dropped the
interception
2-point conversion.
But it got tipped though by Sue a little bit or whatever.
Caught that
for
shit.
the interception or the 2-point.
The 2-point.
No, that his hands, bro. He should catch
Man,
it.
that should hit his hands.
He could have put his body, let the body catch it. Like,
Nah,
I mean, I agree. I'm saying it did get tipped though. I'm just all saying whatever.
it did, but that dude clearly had opportunity to catch the ball.
he should have caught that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but yeah, with Rodgers, I think Rodgers thought he had 4 downs. That's why he didn't run. He should have still ran it because it was like clear daylight or whatever. And nobody would have got him for that touchdown, honestly. So, but that just tell me that tell you how Rodgers is more of a passer than a runner, though. He saw Devontae come up for a split second and he tried to pass or whatever like that. Had that been Lamar, that would have been a touchdown or whatever. So
yeah, we talking apples and oranges.
That was Lamar. I mean, they wouldn't even been in that fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Look, they got to share that blame, and it just is what it is. I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers if he doesn't get that second one. He might get one later.
Good segue, Jeff. My next topic is what effect does this NFC loss have on his legacy? Go ahead, Jeff, since you already started it.
That's just it. He's got to get another Super Bowl. He's got to. He can't leave this game with just one. To be considered a legend. Even Peyton Manning had to get that second one. As terrible as he was, he had to get that too. Having won Super Bowl as a quarterback, MVP winning quarterback, it is not good. So I'm interested to see what happens. Is he still butthurt about this Jordan Love thing? Does he see himself going forward? This is probably the most important offseason in Packers history.
I heard he asked for a new contract. He about to ask for a new contract. I heard he about to ask for a new contract.
I don't mind if he asks for a new contract, but it's not going to be a 5-year deal. It got to be like a 3-year deal, and he's going to want a boatload of money.
Yeah.
If he's smart, he don't take a boatload of money and let them build that butt-ass defense.
How do you feel like it affects his legacy, Ravi, this loss?
I don't really think it does too much. I mean, he's so good that he should have more Super Bowls, but he should, yeah.
Jordan, how many NFC championships he been to?
5.
6, 5 or 6, yeah.
He's 1-4.
Yeah, you gotta get.
He looking like Donovan McNabb with a championship game.
Yeah. He's not a bad.
Oh my God.
He's not the reason they're losing these games though.
He was a big reason this game they lost. I'm sorry.
He was a big reason. I mean, but go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, he's still. I still think he goes down as the top 3 of all time.
3?
Top 3.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What's that? Bud Light you drinking? Gotta be top 3 of all time. 1 Super Bowl? Nah, bro. I know 3 quarterbacks right now.
Not just 1 Super Bowl ring, 1 appearance. Peyton was there 4 times or whatever. Rodgers only been there once or whatever. Like that's even worse, I think. But Jordan, how do you think it affects his legacy?
No, I mean, I think it takes a hit. I mean, I think this does take a hit his legacy, because if he can get that if he can get that second ring, then that's when he's in the discussion as top 5 of all time. You know what I'm saying? But with one, there's other guys that have multiple rings that were great QBs. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this does affect his legacy, because he's, like I said, he's 1-4. You can't keep saying like, we can't keep saying, oh, well, the Packers didn't do this. The Packers have been in the NFC Championship game 2 years in a row with Aaron Rodgers.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, they got smacked down last year because of the defense, but the defense wasn't bad this year.
True.
They weren't
got number
bad
1
this
corner in
year.
Alexander, too.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, when it seems like when these games matter, especially when it's a championship game, he doesn't play to the same level that he does all season. Like, you look at last year, they played a great defense last year, and they got smacked around. You feel what I'm saying? And the defense got smacked around.
They just ran down their throat.
Yeah, they ran down their throat. Rodgers barely had a chance. But you look at
He
the
didn't
other.
get the field that much either.
You look at
But
the other.
look, this year, his
Bro.
game wasn't that bad. Look, 33 of 48, 348 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's a fucking great game.
But he also threw the pick. He also made some bad plays and stuff like that. But go ahead, Jordan. I'm sorry. I'll let you finish.
You look at the other teams that they actually. So I don't even know if y'all remember the year that Atlanta went to the Super Bowl. Who did they beat? The Packers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Matty Ice. Yeah.
I mean, listen, man. Tavon Austin is the only first-round pick wide receiver that Aaron Rodgers has ever thrown to. Come on, man.
Nah, but he didn't have weapons, bro. I want to hear that shit. Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. First-round wide receiver, bro.
I'm not hearing no type of weapons shit.
Bro, I'm just saying, man.
Bro, like, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams.
Was on the cusp of being a bust before he broke out.
Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, Jermichael Finley. He had.
Bro, Donald Driver was like 37.
No, he wasn't. And Greg Jennings was still good.
Passes. He was still catching passes.
Stop.
Jordy Nelson, like, he didn't have weapons, bro. I want to hear the weapons.
James Jones was nice on the pass.
Oh, he was with the hoodie and shit. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Who?
James Jones was nice on the pass. I mean, Aaron Rodgers made him, but he was a good player.
He made everybody.
Nah. Devontae Adams was nice.
Yeah, he knows.
Like, let's be for real. If the draft happens again, and any of those players in the draft, none of them are still going in the first round. Donald
Devontae Adams was going in the first round. You tripping.
You're crazy.
Right? He's crazy.
Guys going in the first round.
But Devontae Adams.
He might go top 10.
Devontae Adams, bro.
Devontae Adams would go in the first round.
And again, I credit Devontae Adams, but remember, he was a year away from being a bust.
I don't know about that.
He just got on the scene, bro.
I don't know about that.
Still there.
He's been on the scene, bro, for a minute.
Yo, bro,
Adams
he just having his best season.
Jordy Nelson was their best receiver. And
right.
He was a rookie.
Right.
What?
Bro,
Again, not a first round pick, man. Aaron Rodgers makes these guys good.
I gotta go with Ravi. We drafted that don't really matter once you start playing.
Yeah, Randall Cobb.
What?
Randall Cobb in Green Bay?
Come on, bro. Look at Randall Cobb now. Aaron Rodgers makes these guys good, bro.
He got old, bro, but Cobb was nice, bro.
Yo, my man, Devontae Adams just had his first 1,000-yard season in 2018. He came in the league in 2014. He had 446.
He wasn't the number one target.
483 the second year, huh?
Jeff, he wasn't the number one target. They had better receivers at the time.
Right.
Who was the better receiver in 2014?
Jordy Nelson. He was a beast in 2014.
Jordy Nelson was the number one wide receiver. Jordy Nelson was
I can't rock with that one, bro. Again, he's only had 2 1,000-yard seasons in 7 seasons.
3 now. Whatever.
This one was the second one.
Bro.
Rodgers.
He might be the best in football right now.
Yeah,
yes, now, but what I'm saying to you is he hasn't always performed at this level.
But they had Nelson when he was there. Nelson was a beast. Y'all paid him?
Yeah.
Can't, man. Can't.
Bro.
I just can't, bro.
Rodgers has a problem, Jeff. He doesn't.
Nah, man. He didn't have great receivers like that, man.
What? Yo.
Yeah, better receivers than Tom Brady ever did.
Yes.
Wait, Tom Brady had Randy Moss. Please be quiet.
For 1 year.
I don't care if it was 6 games.
And they didn't win anything. They
went to the chip.
Nah. He had Randy for 3 years, but the first year was 1 year. Next year, Brady got hurt, tore his ACL. He was gone for 11 games.
Bro,
That's not
Aaron
so,
Rodgers
okay,
had-
but I'm getting.
Bro,
He still had.
Bro, Tom Brady might be the only quarterback ever that never really played with a number 1 wide receiver his whole career, bro. Like,
Yo, Brady was.
What?
This is the best set of receivers Tom Brady's ever had, and he's 43.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like,
Low key, all those slow white dudes, Brady made them. Like on some real shit.
he made Welker. He made
Amendola.
Edelman.
Yeah.
He made Deion Branch. Deion Branch was shit.
Amendola too. All of them.
Right, bro.
I'm telling you.
Randy Moss.
I think that was the play calling. I don't know. Like, how do you make a guy who's running a 5-yard route and turn around? Like it's just
Bro, it was mad different offensive coordinators. Charlie Weiss, all of them.
Charlie Weiss is not a bum offensive coordinator.
I'm just saying, bro.
Aaron Rodgers had better weapons than Tom Brady has ever had in his whole life, bro.
By the way, right now the Bucks only have 1 Pro Bowler. That's JPP on the team. They're going to Super Bowl or whatever. This is just to let you know.
But the year before they had what? Like they had 2 1,000-yard receivers on the same team.
Yeah, they did.
With Jameis Winston. Like, come on, man.
They were both hurt in and out this year.
But bro, like,
yeah, they were a little bit, but
how
still.
can you say? But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying Rodgers' legacy is hit by this loss because they were favored to win this game.
Yeah, and they were favorite. And
I don't know. They might have been favored, but that game was. Look, come on, man. The Bucks.
It was evenly matched, but they were favored to win the game, bro.
At home too.
At home. Right. And his first championship game at home. At that.
Which he kept saying, I'm so happy I finally got it, or whatever like that. I'm just saying, bro, listen, to me, his legacy take a hit because another loss again. He ain't getting no younger. And have 1 appearance being that good, it can't always be somebody else. Can't always be the defense, can't always be the weapons, can't always be the coach or whatever. He got to take some blame. He threw the pick yesterday. He and let me tell you something. What Jordan said earlier, when the Bucks were turning it over, the Packers went 3 and out like 3 times or whatever. Right. He should have been scored to tie the game up or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, he got to get some blame. And
well, after 3 turnovers, he had 2 touchdowns. You know, like he managed some points,
bro. But it took him 6 possessions to do it.
I mean, the Bucks defense ain't terrible, right?
Ball back.
Did you say the Bucks defense ain't terrible, right?
No, bro. It's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's context to what y'all saying. Like, y'all acting like it's straight black and white. It's not.
But just like Mike said, there were so many 3 and outs after he threw all these picks. Like, they had the ball like 8 different times. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're never gonna win the game. I mean, like, what is this? Somebody came up.
Man.
I think Ravi tripping with top 3 all time. I don't know how 1 Super Bowl win
that, bro.
And 1 appearance and whatnot. I mean, skill wise,
eye test.
Yeah, skill wise, maybe, right? Skill wise, I guess.
Test.
But I mean, what? Montana, Brady. Who's your third? Elway.
I would put Peyton Manning before.
Manning? You guys put Elway.
I got Manning above Rodgers for sure. Rodgers not even top 5, honestly. Rodgers trying to get in.
Wow. I'm talking skill wise though.
Skill wise,
maybe not.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, skill wise, he's probably top 2.
Hell, skill wise, he might be top 3.
Yeah, he's top 2. But I'm saying
he's number 2. He's number 2.
But you got to win though. That's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, you do. But you know, look, it's
we emphasize.
And let me tell you something. Even Brett Favre went to 2 Super Bowls or whatever. Like, I don't know who had a better career now, him or Rodgers. Honestly,
Brett Favre went to 2 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah, and won 3 MVPs in a row.
Huh?
He got 1 and he got a ring. Say Brett got his ring.
He got 1.
Yeah, but he went to 2.
Yeah, but he went to more. Yeah, right.
Okay, all right. And so it doesn't matter if you win, just as long as you go, huh?
Super Bowl? What? Hell yeah, that's a big thing to go Super Bowl. I mean, yeah,
bro. I mean, Drew Brees has 1 win, 1 appearance. Right. Peyton Manning has 2 rings, 4 appearances. Brady's the only one with a winning record, I believe. And then you got Montana. You got the
Brady records are untouchable forever. Like nobody will ever.
Nuts.
You got the old head.
What did you say, Jeff?
Playoff wins almost.
Nuts.
What? Somebody gonna touch those records? Never.
Bro, Patrick Mahomes about to smash the books, bro.
Never gonna be. They're never gonna be.
Play 20 years.
Yo, bro. Well, I mean, and that's possibility. That's within the realm. But I don't know. He's about to be on a run.
Bro, he played in 10 Super Bowls. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Mahomes probably won't play 20 years.
Mahomes is what? 3 years? 3 years in, about to be 2 Super Bowls under.
Bro.
Just remember this.
At the
he would have been. This would be 3 straight if D Ford was on side.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, he would have been 3 straight. Yeah, and he would have won the MVP back to back had he not been injured.
Bro, Mahomes will probably only play 12 years, bro.
Hell no.
Nah, he'll probably be longer than that.
He's gonna play 15 at minimum.
I'll give him 15 the most. He plays the way he plays. I feel like he'll get burnt down. Like,
but still, your playoff touchdowns, playoff record.
He's gonna
Brady
smash all of these records, man.
I don't see it.
He's already running out the gates hot as fuck. Like, he was an MVP already.
Bro,
he already had a Super Bowl. He could fuck around with 1 MVP and 2 Super Bowls in his first 3 years. Like,
Mahomes is not gonna play 20 years, Jeff.
Man, you bugging. He's gonna play at least 15.
Already got injuries. Brady only had 1 injury, bro.
He missed the whole year. Yeah.
And Brady don't get hit a lot. Mahomes be getting popped.
The whole line good.
But he's gonna eventually sit still. He's gonna have to. That's how the NFL works. You sit still after a while and throw.
Ben don't be trying to sit still.
Who, Ben?
Ben still be trying to move around.
Who?
And Ben can barely move. He needs to sit his ass down.
But
Ben's
it
not
don't
in
work,
that conversation.
You know what I'm saying? It don't work.
Can't believe he said that.
Yeah, and Ben got the Super Bowl. He ain't in the Rodgers.
Ben got 2 rings. Ben got 2 rings.
Yeah.
But he had a defense that Rodgers has never even sniffed.
Bro, I don't give a damn.
I don't know about never. Rodgers had Clay Matthews and the boys at one point.
As good as any Pittsburgh Steelers defense that went to the Super Bowl on the Green Bay Packers. They've never had a Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl type defense. Tell me
when they beat the Steelers.
Right, facts.
They beat
the Steelers. Was not that great, yo.
What? With Clay Matthews on them? Are you crazy?
Hold on, bro. Do you want me to really go down the list of Super Bowl appearance linebackers that the Steelers had? Do you really want me to go down that list?
Bro, I'm letting you know.
Do you really want me to mention the Super Bowl winning defense?
Bro,
who's in the 70s and the 80s?
Bro,
who's like since Big Ben been there?
Bro, who's in the secondary when the Packers won? They had a good secondary too. Yeah, it was nice.
Charles Woodson.
They only had Charles Woodson at safety.
Bro,
he got hurt in the game.
Bro, what are you talking about? He did the league like, bro, that defense was nice, bro. You tripping.
Yeah, you tripping
bro.
that defense was crazy.
That defense probably had what? Clay Matthews, and that's who else?
Charles Woodson. They had AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
They had BJ Raji.
Raji.
Bro, stop, bro.
You couldn't run the ball on Raji, yo. I'm telling you, bro.
Stop.
I mean, Jeff, you tripping, bro. Tramon Williams was actually a decent corner at that.
Yeah, him too. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah,
he does not say good.
Bro, Tramon Williams was all right with the Packers.
Yo, bro, come on.
But speaking of that, Big Ben had 3 appearances too. Rodgers got to do more. Man. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even Eli Manning got more than him right now.
Eli Manning had defenses that Aaron Rodgers will never have.
Aaron Rodgers is better than all those quarterbacks we just named.
But you always talk about defense win championships, right?
They do.
Did
Yeah.
you say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, Aaron Rodgers has never had a top
Jeff.
10 defense, maybe top 5?
No, that's not true.
That's not true at all, yeah.
All right, we'll check.
But Aaron Rodgers was better than all those quarterbacks we just named.
But defense wins you the championship.
Bro, KC defense ain't great this year or last year. It's all right.
Yo, actually, they turn it up in the playoffs just a little bit.
But they also have the best quarterback in the league. But bro, nah.
Right.
You tripping, bro.
Next.
All right, yeah. As a matter of fact, let's segue into KC. Let's talk about KC and the Bills AFC Championship game. What's the reason you think they won? I guess defense, huh, Jeff? What do you think? How they won?
Nah, I think the lights were too bright for Josh Allen. First time around, the lights were just too bright. You already going up against a juggernaut. You're hearing all the rumors. You're seeing them play. You see what they did. You see what they do. I just think the lights were just too bright for Josh Allen at this moment in time. Now, I think that experience is going to help him. But the Chiefs, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You hear the rumors. You see them on tape. You see Mahomes do shit. You like, wow, this dude, like, I'm going up against him. And I think that Sean McDermott, I think they just called too many passing plays. They think they tried to make it a Josh Allen.
I told you that. They're in a run game. I tried to tell you all that shit.
Yeah. I think they, you're right. They don't have a consistent run game. And I think McDermott tried to really make it an Allen versus Mahomes thing. And that was never going to be beneficial for the Bills.
Jeff, how you think? Not Jeff. Jordan, how you think they lost? Your thoughts on the game? I would say.
I think I actually said it in the chat. I think Josh Allen just tried to force too many throws. Like,
it was too big for him.
He's dropped a lot of INTs. Like he could have had like 3 picks. That real shit. You know what I'm saying? They never had a run game. And their defense could never keep up with Kansas City. Who can? I mean, in all reality, what defense can keep up with them? I mean, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like that was never gonna happen, bro. And let's be real. Like the Buffalo Bills, this is they haven't played that great in the playoffs, bro. Like I'm being honest to God truth. Like we talked about how much they lucked up against the Colts, right? They only scored 10 points against the Ravens. If the Ravens were able to do something on offense, they would have lost. Then they came into this game. You know, they had the turnover. Hardman had to drop. You know, they got the ball. It was 9-0.
Yeah.
And then nobody, bro. Once it got to 9-0, I knew that game was over because I knew right then and there Mahomes was about to go off, and that's exactly what they did. They went bananas. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? Anytime that shit happens, it's like, okay, well, this game's over because they scored what? How many points they scored straight, bro?
Like 20.
Bro.
I mean, it was like back to back, bro. It was like it was back to back to back. It was like, all right, this game's over. Andy had a great Andy I think had some great play play calling as well. They didn't really mix a lot of running, but the run they were successful with running the ball when they tried to run the ball, which I think helped them too. So they had a good balance too.
What about to say, Jeff?
You know, the Chiefs be like, they like Muhammad Ali. They rope-a-dope you. They get you. They on the ropes. They like, oh, you think you got them? They just turn you right around and beat the brakes off. You're like, look.
Yeah, Rob, what do you think about the game? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm with Jordan. After 9-0, that's it. People in Buffalo were celebrating Super Bowl.
Buffalo, what is it? Bills Mafia?
Yeah,
Bills Mafia. Yeah. I mean, they weren't aggressive enough. They kicked that field goal. I think it was like towards the end of the half. Like they should have went for the touchdown. They were on the goal line. They're just Kansas City is just different. That's all you need to say. The offense is just too good.
All right, so going back to Josh Allen. So, what grade would you give him for the game, Jeff? So you
Ooh, man, that's a
boy too.
You gotta come back to me.
All right, Drew, what you think, bro? I'll come back to Jeff.
Nah, man, I mean, he's got a D. I mean,
he said a D?
Yeah, he said D.
He ain't do shit. I give him a minus because what he hit. Yeah, well, I don't think he had statistics. I don't think he had a pick, did he?
He had a pick. He had a pick on the 2-point conversion. It don't count though. But
okay, where I was gonna say so he didn't.
He had a regular pick too.
Oh, you had a regular pick too? Oh, you did have a regular pick.
He did have a regular pick? Okay, words. Yeah, so I mean.
So D then.
See my D. Yeah, D with the pick for sure.
D like donuts?
Yeah. Well, what you got, Robbie?
Yeah, they could have had 3 if the Chiefs.
I think a D. I mean, it was definitely his worst game of the playoffs. Yeah. The Colts being his best. Like he was elite during the Colts game.
Absolutely. I agree.
Turnover, they got gifted that first touchdown.
Yeah.
Like when Hardman fumbled, so but yeah, nothing. I wasn't impressed. He can play much better than that. And he will. He'll be back.
Okay. Jeff, that's your boy.
Yeah, I gotta go with the D too.
Oh wow. Okay.
I have 28 of 48.
Damn. Terrible. You talking about Brady shit.
And he had 4 sacks. And he had an interception. And he did a pick on the 2-point conversion. Like,
yeah.
He was terrible.
And he could have had 3 picks.
He could have messed around and had 10 of them Jones, man. His QPR was 60. His rating was 80. Yeah, I mean, again, the moment was just too big for him. It was too big for him and the coach. He got the ball 48 times, too much.
Yeah, I don't think the coach helped him out too much. I also think the Chiefs did a good job on Stephon Diggs, for most of the game. But I think that and also those sacks, he gave up like 80 yards in sack yards. It was crazy. Like the 1
yards,
the one sack was like, I said, bro, get rid of the ball. What are you doing? So, like,
trying to make plays happen too much.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah, as I said, he looked at Mahomes and thought he could be Mahomes. But at the same time, he ran for 88 yards on 7 carries. And I hope that he doesn't think that that's going to work in the future. Like, you got to pass. The run is good in moderation, but don't think you Lamar. Please don't.
He's a good runner though.
He big
he's
too.
a situational runner. Like he
Yeah.
runs when the situation calls for it.
Nah, bro, he can run.
Nah, they got called runs for him.
They got called design runs, but he's not a scrambling QB. Like it's a difference between a scrambler and a guy that runs. Mahomes can scramble. I've seen Mahomes be in the pocket, juke two dudes, and throw a 40-yard pass off his back foot.
Josh Allen can probably do that, bro.
I don't know about juke. He might be able to run.
He's not scrambling.
He might outrun you or run you over.
Yeah, he'll run, but he won't scramble. Scrambling, I tone scrambling as to lateral moves, like being able to bust a move to a guy behind the offensive line and make a play. Running is, all right, it's nobody open, I'm taking off.
Nah, bro, he can do both, bro. He can scramble and he can run.
Nah, he can't scramble. He's too big. He's too goofy.
Bro, he's fast, bro. He can scramble, bro. You tripping. He can scramble.
We can agree to disagree.
He coming out of the pocket to throw the ball. He does that. He does that very well. He did that in the game. That's a scramble. He does that shit, bro.
I mean, I don't think we have the same opinion on scramble. Again, I'm thinking behind the line, making a move where you about to be down, taken, and come out to play and throw it. Like he doesn't scramble like
last game, bro. He did that.
Yeah, he was falling down. He tried that shit this week, and that shit got picked off.
Y'all think the Bills be back next year?
No,
definitely.
No,
probably
maybe
definitely.
Not next year, but they will be back.
No,
they won't.
No.
Jordan says no. Ravi says yeah. What'd you say, Jeff?
I say yeah.
Okay.
Because the AFC East is just too open. It's the ability to get there.
I mean, the playoffs, yeah, but I don't know about deep run again next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they can get a deep run in. They gotta solidify the running game.
They gotta get a running back.
but not only running back, they have to get bigger, bulkier. They're a small, fast defense. They don't have big, Cam Haywards. They don't have big nasties up on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got a good secondary though.
They do. They're fat. The whole team's fast. Tremont Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? Davian White. They're all quick as hell, fast as hell.
Yeah.
But they are not like, if a guy come through the hole and one of them in the hole, he's gonna run them over.
Okay.
They're not running. I don't know. They're not doing anything next year.
What he said?
Nothing next year.
They're not doing anything next year.
Nah,
they'll win their division, but they'll never see another. I mean, they might, but it won't be next year. They're not going to the championship next year. Hell no, they're not going to the championship.
You never know, man.
Nah.
Well, they're in the division with your boy Tua, Jordan. So you never know. Whatnot.
He's easily going to win that division.
They might win the division, but you got to think about it. I mean, next year, right? I mean, just look at the teams. You know what I'm saying? And you got
the teams aren't getting better. Some of the teams are still terrible. Like even in the conference, in the division, some teams are really still terrible.
But bro, the Miami Dolphins were 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs.
And look what they did all season. They flip-flop quarterbacks every other game, every other quarter. Like they look at that, all that they had to do just to get to be 10-6. That's just not going to work next year.
The AFC is better than the NFC, so they're going to have to work and win games to get to the playoffs. And when they get to the playoffs, they're going to play maybe the Baltimore Ravens, maybe the Steelers, maybe the Browns. They might play the whole AFC North.
Check it out, bro. The Buffalo Bills had the top 5 toughest schedule this year.
They still ain't getting to the shit this year.
If their schedule gets easier next year, it
won't get easier. It'll probably be the same, if anything.
They're not gonna have the 5th hardest schedule in the season again next year.
They ain't getting to the chip. First of all, Josh Allen probably won't even have the same season. That's the first thing. Second of all,
Josh Allen's a star.
I do too. I think he's top. I think he'll be top. He's top 5 going into next year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's a star. He's waiting to bust out. They got Diggs. They got to run the ball though.
Yeah, that's key. They got to get a running back. Maybe they got to draft one. I think.
Sure.
But so Rob, you kind of mentioned it earlier about the Chiefs, man. So is there any way to stop their offense? What do you think?
I don't think so. Honestly, I think the best way is to ramp up your offense and try to score more than that. Like legit.
Okay.
I don't see it happening. They got too many weapons.
Nah, man. Unless they just get content. Unless they just feel like, all right, damn, 2 Super Bowls, 3 years, this is great. This is the best we can, That's the only way I see them. But they won last year? If they win this year, The three-peat is hard. You know that, Mike. Football. It's terribly hard. I don't even know the last team that did it ever.
I'm trying to think whoever did that shit.
Whoever. The Patriots did 3 and 4. Like,
no one did.
No one
did,
ever
right?
did a three-peat.
Never been done.
It's gonna be too hard.
I say now.
And this year they got everybody's best shot, like Jordan was saying last week.
Had a three-peat.
Who?
Huh?
The Patriots.
No, they did.
No, they did 2, lost 1, came back and won another one.
Twice did that.
1, 02, 03, they lost, and then they came back 04 and won.
Oh, they lost to the Raiders. You were.
Yeah. Hey, they did it twice. They did it in this decade too. 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
And Jordan, what'd you think? Anybody to top their offense?
Nah, man, I don't think so either. I mean, the only thing you can do is try to create pressure and mix up the looks. You know what I'm saying? Throw some man, throw some zone. You can't do one thing the whole game. You got to mix it up. You got to try to confuse them.
One thing that might ruin their whole, you know how it goes. Star receivers start getting divish, and hopefully they can keep the personalities in check.
I think they will. I think this is something like, you know how so like they're big three, right? In terms of like Mahomes, Hill, and Kelsey, right? Kind of reminds me of like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. To where
who's Draymond? Who's Draymond? Who is Draymond? Please tell me.
Come on, bro. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you look at those guys were drafted by the team. They were homegrown. You know what I'm saying? They built that culture in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And they're still together. You feel what I'm saying? So I think when you look at them, Kelsey, Hill, Mahomes, all drafted there. You know what I'm saying? They built that culture. I think they'll all understand that when we all win, we all eat. You feel what I'm saying? And why would they leave Patrick Mahomes? You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be leaving, but they might feel like they want more money. Like, yo, I need more bread, bro. Like Tyreek Hill is, and I said this earlier in the season on the show. He top 5.
Yeah, he top 3, I think.
You know what I'm saying? He top 5. Like, it's hard to really see. I'm so confused. Like, but I'm just saying, culture. Yeah, you're right, Jordan. Like, they got a crazy culture, and it's bananas. And I trust Andy Reid to be able to manage the personalities because he experienced the whole TO BS. So he kind of knows, and you know what I'm saying? He's got some water under his feet knowing how to handle that. But here's my point to this. They might be the first team ever to three-peat. I mean, we've never seen a team host a Super Bowl and now we just seeing it. So I'm not ruling anything out.
It's gonna be it's gonna be lit in Tampa. I know people right now getting flights already to go down there, yo. It's gonna be crazy. Nah.
Nobody ever three-peated in the NFL.
Nah. The Steelers won 4 in like 8 years or something like that back in the day.
And the Cowboys did some shit the same, like 3 and 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Not even the 90s. Yeah.
Nah.
It's too hard.
Yeah. It's like winning 3 straight MVPs in NBA. It's like it's only happened once and shit. Never gonna happen again. Hold up.
LeBron could have did it. No comment. All right, go ahead.
He didn't know. Never gonna happen again. But nah, I agree. I mean, you know what's crazy? The best thing going for the Chiefs is that nobody will hire Eric Bieniemy. He just stays there and makes all these crazy play calls and stuff like that, and diagram these plays because nobody gonna hire him. So they're like, all right, we'll keep him or whatever like that.
Do you think he really calls the plays?
You know what I think?
He'll call the plays, but he'll design the plays or whatever.
You know what I think that's about though? I think everybody keeps saying that, but he might not want to leave. He might wait.
He keeps interview every year for like several jobs.
If you go to the interview, you want to go.
He might take them, but he might just wait for Andy Reid to just.
Nah, Andy Reid ain't going nowhere, bro. He interviewed several jobs every year. They say he come prepared, got his playbook with him, everything or whatever. So I think it's something else.
There's something about him that they're not liking.
It's like, well, you hire Deuce. Same thing. There's something about them, these people that they just don't like or whatever like that. I mean, now if he went to Houston and Deshaun stayed there, that'd be great for Deshaun or whatever like that. But I don't see it. So anyway, he'll stay with the Chiefs and run these plays. Like, yo, their speed is so crazy. Even McCole Hardman, fast as hell. Like when they ran that reverse, bro, it's like
50-yard run.
50 yards. He was like gliding or whatever. It's crazy. And then Tyreek, it's like a video game. It's crazy, bro. I never seen nothing like it in my life, bro. Like you think you got him, but you don't. And then Kelsey don't drop nothing. That's the thing about Kelsey or whatever. So, I don't know how you stop him if you add the evil genius with Andy Reid and the enemy. I don't know what you do. But I don't know. So okay, you know what? It's funny. You said 3-peat. They haven't even won 2 yet. So our next thing is Super Bowl winner, score, and the MVP or whatever like that. But before we get to that, let's discuss last week. So last week, Jeff had the Packers 27-24. He was wrong, obviously. Jordan had the Bucks 27-24. He was wrong about the score. Tobi had the Bucks 31-28. It was a little closer. I had the Packers. I was wrong. The closest one though was Ravi with the Bucks 33-24.
That's a good homecoming move. There you go. Welcome home.
Yeah, so I give him credit for that. The next game, Jeff had the Chiefs, which he changed to the Bills, whatever. So I'm gonna go off that. Jordan had the Chiefs 26-20, way too close. Ravi had 27-10. Tobi had 28-20, and Chiefs had 28. I had 28-19 Chiefs. Once again, the closest one was Ravi with 27-10. So Ravi's guru of the week or whatever over here.
I hear that.
He saw a blowout, which we didn't see and whatnot. But this week, so since you kind of were the best last week, Rob, let's start this week. Super Bowl winner, score, and who's the Super Bowl MVP? Whatever.
Chiefs over Bucks, 35-14.
Wow.
And Mahomes MVP?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Jeff, what you got?
I got the Chiefs over the Bucks too. But I got 38-31.
Damn.
And I got MVP Travis Kelce.
Okay. Jordan, what you got, bro?
So I'm actually gonna go out on a limb. I'm actually gonna take the Buccaneers. I'm not gonna lie. I got 30. I got like maybe 38-33 Buccaneers, something like that, and I got Brady as the MVP, and I have my reasons.
Listen, man, Brady pulled this off like another underdog, and he a winner, just like that. Like, bro, this would be
Tell
crazy.
you why I really think the Bucks can get them.
Why?
The Chiefs are going to be without their 2 starting tackles.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you good point.
And I don't know whether they'll be, regardless of how great Mahomes, like, bro, Mahomes will have to play the greatest football game of his life, bro. Like,
when has he not?
I know. How greater can it get? Like, you feel what I'm saying? But he's got to be.
To your point, last year's Super Bowl, they had to win that game late.
He came through, but this ain't.
He comes back on every team.
This ain't Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's true too. It ain't Jimmy G. And they got JPP and the boys coming with the offensive line. So
I'm saying,
listen, man. If Brady have another half like he had this weekend, they're done. The Chiefs will not let them again.
I think that they learned from how they played them in the first game when they only lost by 3. You know what I'm saying? And I think Todd Bowles comes out with some adjustments on D. Bro, I think they get him, bro.
And they're gonna have the safeties back, right, for that game, I think, right? Winfield.
Yeah, he should be back.
Yeah.
And then I think they should get I doubt Antonio Brown would miss the chance of playing.
He'll be back. He could have came play this week, I think, or whatever. He'll be back. Just like that.
Sure, yeah. So
they Andy owes Tom Brady one, and I you know the NFL is a business. You know how I go. I think it's conspiracy. They're not gonna let Tom Brady win 7 because they want to pass the torch onto the new thing. That's just from half business mind, half, you know what I'm saying? I think they're ready to pass the torch to a new player, and Mahomes is the face of the league. And they're going to.
I mean, he's been. I know, but I think the torch has been passed. I don't think Brady's like the face anymore. I think it's more.
He's not the face, but when we're talking about measuring success, I think he's the face of success.
For sure, yeah.
So, in the NFL, they got to think about longevity. I know if I were in the NFL, I would set that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna also go with. I'm gonna go with 34 to let's see, about 34-24. I'm gonna go 10-point win, and Mahomes MVP, of course. But My reason is I think the Chiefs' defense is being underrated and stuff like that. And if they can get the Josh Allen who runs the ball like they did, they don't get the Brady happy feet ass. And I think Frank Clark and that line gonna make some noise. Don't forget about the Honey Badger, like he's still out there and whatnot. And I think he might get one. So I think the Chiefs' defense gonna make it tough for Brady and them. Overall. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs to win the game.
Badger just got his first playoff pick ever. I don't know if he's gonna get another one back.
Bro, he the quarterback of the defense. He called all the plays out there or whatever like that.
That don't mean he's gonna catch the pass if that thrown his way.
I just want to point this out. They're on a 3-game winning streak. The Saints beat them twice in the season. They came out in the wild card. They beat on them. Oh well, they beat Washington in the. But we knew that was gonna happen. Then in the divisional round, right? They beat on New Orleans when they beat New Orleans. Beat them twice. Tom Brady is one of those guys where like revenge matters to him. Like he remembers shit. They lost that game to Kansas City by 3. Tom Brady's not gonna forget that shit, bro. And it's
Tom Brady just almost gave up the game,
bro. I don't care, bro. I've been saying this whole time. This ain't October. This is February.
So are you betting on the Bucks? When you bet?
No, I ain't gonna put no money on it, but I'm choosing the Bucks. I truly am choosing the Bucks because I'm not betting against Tom Brady, bro. I'm really not. We've seen it too many times, bro. We've bet against Tom Brady too many times, and this is the shit that he feeds off of. This is the shit that he wants. He wants to be the underdog. This is the perfect situation for him. He's like, okay, I'm coming into this game as an underdog. Bet.
He coming in the game in the underdog on the betting line, but I think the headline surrounding is going to be Brady possibly winning the most Super Bowls ever. He's going for 7 with his new team.
The Chiefs are a better team, bro.
They are, but I'm saying the headlines are going to be Brady goes for 7, become the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll put him in. He's already in uncharted territory.
Yeah.
If he gets 7, I think they're going to pump that in the media.
But bro, well, right. That's what I'm saying. All that being pumped into the media, along with the fact that remember. This was about Bill, Tom. Who needed who?
That was my next question, fam. Have you asked that bonus question? So does Brady prove that he didn't that it was more Brady than Bill?
Yeah, of course he just proved it.
Nah,
without a doubt. Of course he just proved it.
He proved that shit. Not to me. Bro, he just got on the team with 2 1,000-yard receivers. Like,
bro.
All he did was go to what he didn't have before.
Bro, the team had they're the same receivers that were there the last 5 years. They didn't even go to the playoffs or whatever.
My man, Jameis Winston was the quarterback.
It don't matter, bro.
It matters.
It don't matter, bro. They just went from they switched one player, happened to be Tom Brady.
The most important player on the field.
Now they're in the Super Bowl.
You took away a guy who was through 30 picks and put the greatest quarterback of all time in place. They're going to win games, man.
You're missing the point, though, bro. You're missing the point. This team was not in the playoffs before Tom Brady got there. They're in the Super Bowl. Why? Because it's Tom Brady.
Nah.
It's yo,
bro.
You could have been anybody on that Bucks offense, man, and they would have in the defense.
If they've had Matt Stafford, they wouldn't be in those Super Bowl right now.
I wouldn't rule it out. Bruce Arians is really a genius behind the play calling. Byron Leftwich is really unappreciated.
He's good, yeah. Leftwich, I like Leftwich, yeah.
Like he's not getting any credit.
He's probably the next. He'll be the next head coach in the next 3 years, I think.
Yeah. He might be next year if you have to go into the chip this year.
Say it with me, Tom Brady.
Listen, I'm the one that had to convince y'all that the Patriot way was the way of life because we strive for excellence. Let's not forget that. But again, let's not act like they didn't take a guy who just threw the same amount of interceptions, the most interceptions in a season ever, and placed him with the greatest quarterback ever.
I mean, but the year before he ain't throw that many picks, Jameis, and they still didn't make the playoffs.
Jameson wasn't good.
No, they have the same team. Great.
Like, when are we going to accept that Jameis Winston is not that good of a quarterback?
When are we going to accept that the only reason why they're in the Super Bowl today is strictly, well, I'm not going to say strictly, but it's because of Tom Brady, bro.
Let's keep it real, though. Let's keep it real then, right? Tom Brady damn near just gave the last game up in the second half.
Still saying that.
He damn near just gave it up.
What the fucking game, bro?
But without that game, he wouldn't be in the Super Bowl.
But he played a great first. He played a great first half, bro.
He had the worst second half ever in 20 years.
He made the most crucial, most important play of the game right before the second half that pretty much sealed them the game.
Don't ignore the turnover. Let's not ignore the turnover. But I got you. I'm
All
gonna
right. Well, let me ask Ravi. So your take on this? Did Brady prove that there was more Brady than Belichick in New England success? You're on mute.
Unmute yourself, player. Mike, where that?
Right.
I don't. I mean, definitely a little bit. He's definitely a key piece in Belichick's system, obviously. But I don't think he's still on a bomb squad of a roster. So let's not like pump the brakes all the way here.
They needed each other.
Yeah. It was a good partnership.
Belichick don't throw no passes.
Huh?
Belichick don't throw no passes.
But Belichick created the culture. He created the discipline. He creates the whole environment.
So you saying
he's bringing in this defense?
Bro, Brady took that. Bro, Brady took whatever that was and brought that shit to Tampa Bay, and now they're in the Super Bowl. They brought Brady here for one reason and one reason only, to get. None of us sat here in the middle of the season while they were playing. We weren't 100% sure if this was the Super Bowl team. They're in the Super Bowl because of Tom Brady. I don't care who they have on offense or who they have on defense. They've had the same team over the past 2 years, and they didn't make the playoffs. They made the playoffs because Tom Brady is the quarterback of that team. He's the reason why Bill Belichick was able to implement the system that he had, and they won 6 Super Bowls together. Because Tom Brady's the one out there throwing the passes, not Belichick.
Belichick had the greatest. He had his defenses ready,
bro.
All right,
Belichick ain't throwing no passes. Like, bro, I don't get it. You're not throwing no passes, bro.
I mean, the only reason I can't give it to him is just because of really 1 year. The 1 year they bought Matt Castle and they went 11-5. Yes, they didn't make the playoffs, but they won 11 games. Like, they were able to interject someone totally. This year they bought Cam, and we know Cam is washed.
So if he get a better quarterback, you think he can win games too?
I think he can win games too if they have.
They're not going to no Super Bowl. That shit is done with.
The Bucs might not win a Super Bowl. Hold on, if they get all them players back they lost in the offseason due to COVID, I wouldn't rule that out either.
No, they ain't getting nowhere. They might get to the playoffs, but they're not beating the Chiefs. They're not beating the they need Tom Brady. They need Tom Brady. Bill Belichick needs Tom Brady. I bet you he's sitting there. Damn, bet you he's sitting there at home. Damn, I wish I would have fucking kept Tom.
He's trying to bring back Jimmy. He's trying to bring back Jimmy G.
Damn, I wish I would have kept Tom. I'd have been still. I might have still, been coaching right now. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So they had this. So in 2000. Okay. So all right. So they got Arians in 19, which was last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make the playoffs. The year before that, they had a different coach and Jameis. Okay. I mean, I still don't say it's one or the other. I think they were just a match made in heaven. They were the best thing for each other. And again, Tom Brady didn't go to like a mediocre. He didn't go to a garbage team with no weapons. You know what I'm saying? He went to a team fully loaded on offense.
I mean, he's 43 years old. He had 40 touchdowns, bro. He was the second. He was second in the NFL,
bro.
I'll tell you what. For him, though, nobody can ever say to him, "You only won because you have Belichick anymore."
You can't. You're right.
Yeah. So it definitely helps him out. But anyway, any more thoughts for the Super Bowl, fellas? This is probably our last Beyond the Trenches before next season starts. Any more thoughts about football this season? The WAC Eagles.
It was a good year.
It was.
They got it done with the current circumstances. They got it done.
It was crazy as all hell, but at least they know they can.
Should be a good game next Sunday too.
I will say I hope that next season they're able to bring fans back. We got through it, but I do miss seeing the fans in the stands and stuff like that. So
I think that's important too.
Yeah, I hope at some point next year they bring fans back. I know they're bringing 7,500 vaccinated fans to Super Bowl. Maybe by then they can bring more vaccinated fans or something like that or whatever.
So okay.
22,000.
How much?
22,000 at the Super Bowl. 7,500.
Frontline workers. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, still, they fans. I don't give a damn if they frontline workers, strippers.
Just imagine that, like, your home team makes the Super Bowl, can't even go to the game.
You gonna
Oh
say
my
game?
God, bro! But still, your home team. That means your whole city gonna be lit, bro, for the next 2 weeks or whatever. That's gonna be crazy.
That could be a distraction.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be. I mean, I'm thinking about going. Tickets like $75. Shit, I might go down there. I don't know. So
Yeah, you might want to book that tonight too. I got a round trip for Houston for like $130.
Word? What you going to H-Town for?
Cause one of my homeboys and shit, he in the military and they leave out San Antonio now, and it's my wife's birthday on February the 19th. So we gonna fly out Wednesday on the 17th and stay down there from the 18th to the 20th, 21st.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Go to the turkey leg hut, try to see some scrippers. Yeah, you already know. Turkey leg
Jordan, and any last thoughts about football?
Nah, bro. I hope Brady does win. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Mahomes is gonna have.
Yo, 2 years ago, you was tired of seeing Brady win, man.
I mean, but it's awesome though. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's greatness.
The same dude that wanted Golden State to win a couple more.
Not like it's cool. Yeah, like it's awesome to see greatness. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't never seen nothing like this. You feel what I'm saying? And I fuck with Brady off the fact that like he always played with that chip on his shoulder. Like he's had that chip on his shoulder for 20 years. You feel what I'm saying? And all the years that we all doubted him when they weren't that great going into the playoffs, he was like, "Yeah, all right, I got something for you."
I like Brady. I don't think it win. I like Brady. I fucks with Brady though.
Yeah, I fucks with that. You feel me? Like I don't really like him, but I like his approach. You feel me? I fuck with his approach. I fuck with his attitude. You feel what I'm saying? Like he like, all right, y'all keep running y'all mouth. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you what's really going on. And you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Like that's great to see. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes is gonna play another. Hopefully, he plays another 12 to 15 years, and he'll get a chance to get a few more bowls. You know what I'm saying? But the man's 43 years old. He ain't got too many more years left. So it'd be lit to see him get another ring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
I tell you what, if they win in Tampa, oh my God.
Oh man.
he gonna get a statue in Tampa. He gonna get a statue in New England.
Oh man.
He gonna get a statue. You know
bro, the celebration that night. Oh my God!
If he wins in Tampa, you're right. He might get a statue, bro. Like
statue. Like
well, hey, listen.
John Gruden has to get a statue.
If Nick Foles get a statue, and Tom Brady get a statue.
Yeah.
You know how many? Nick Foles have been the same Super Bowl appearances as Aaron Rodgers.
That's terrible.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, that's our show. We'll be back next week for another episode of Half Court Trap next Tuesday. Ravi, hope you're available for that. We'll talk about the Sixers and a lot of other people. But anyway, you guys for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.